back to my channel. Listen to me. I know some of y'all are looking at this title like, girl, it has been 6 months. 6 months, even saying that is weird. 6 months since horror camp. And I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. When I got home, somebody tweeted at me like a picture I posted of Ariana and Glozell like in the audience watching the show. And they were like, oh my God, Maya, you were reacting to Ariana and now she's reacting to you in real time. I was like, wait. No, I had to remove myself. I just did. I don't know why. I also being honest. I tried to film this video about 4 times. Each and every time I got emotional. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen today. I was like, let me let enough time pass. Let me completely process this entire experience so that I can relay it and talk about it in full detail with you guys. But man, it was a monumental moment in my life. Like maybe the most, most monumental, most validating, just cathartic experience I've ever had. And it was very hard for me to process. I got home, got off the plane, got home, sat on my bed and just looked at the wall. And I was like, what am I gonna do now? Like just in complete awe. It was a week and a half of my life. It felt like a month and I learned so much about myself. And we're gonna get all into it tonight. I'm gonna talk about everything involving horror camp, ask you guys as long awaited questions that you had about the show, about the process, and yeah, we're gonna get into it tonight. But before I get into that, y'all already know, gotta shout out my warriors of the week. Much love to all my babies on Twitter as well as Patreon. More personal requests, tiny desk and things in the month of May. If you guys would like to support me, the link will be in the description box. It's only $5. And if you'd like to be warrior of the week in my next video, go ahead and share the link to this one on Twitter. Make sure you tag me at KioshiWarrior and you might get you a shout out, okay? All right. I'm not gonna hold y'all up any longer, child. Let's get into this video. Let's go. Okay, so on Instagram months ago, I asked you guys to send me questions, try to give me a guideline. Otherwise, I feel like I'd just be all over the place, but I'm gonna do my best to try to go in order of events. First and foremost, shout out to Diamond Dog Entertainment. See, here's the emotion. I was just so grateful for this experience. Y'all took incredible care of me and the entire crew and cast. It was an awesome experience. Shout out to y'all first and foremost, and everybody else who was involved. I'll give names and things later, but I had to do that. I have to do that. Okay, so the first question a lot of you guys asked was basically, how did I get casted? How did I get my role? Who reached out to me? All of that. So I'm gonna just give y'all the story because it's like I'm so hilarious, child. Okay, so, oh my God, what month was this? See, this is why I shouldn't have waited as long to do this. Yeah, child, I don't remember specific dates. It'll be, the timestamps will be in the screenshots I show y'all. But yeah, it was, shout out to Caitlin. Hey, shout out to Anthony Aiken Jr. This was around the time where they did their video for MTV. I don't know if y'all saw it, but they were doing a fan versus fan trivia video for Olivia Rodrigo, I believe. They had just posted that up. I was like, oh my God, man, that is so cool. I was so happy for them. And in my head, I was like, I want to do something cool. I was in the car with my friend Sean. Hey, Sean. And like 20 minutes after I said that, like I was telling him about Anthony and Caitlin's little thing and how happy I was for them. I was like, I want to do something cool. 20 minutes later, I get this message from Mama. When I tell you, I was in the middle of a sentence. I was talking to Sean, but I was also on my phone. I was in the middle of a sentence and I scrolled and I saw it and I just stopped talking. He was like, are you good? I was like, no. No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay in the slightest bit. Look at this. And then I showed him and he was like, I sat there and I was like, I was breathing heavily. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, he was like rubbing my back. He's such a good friend. I was the best friend. He was rubbing my back. He was like, man, that's cool. I'm so proud of you. And it was in that moment, I was like, I don't care how I'm feeling in this moment or scared or nervous or fearful, whatever. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. And I'll explain later why that was such a pivotal moment for me. I was like, I don't care what it is. I'm doing it. The answer is yes. So that's how I found out about it. But she left me her number. I called her that night and we were on the phone for like a good hour and a half just talking. And I was curious too, because I was like, I don't have any covers up. I sing my little stuff I be singing in my videos, y'all know. And y'all drag me for it. It's fine. Content's coming. I I was curious too. I was like, how does she know I could sing? So I guess this is the official way I was casted. I did my very first video on Patreon. Shout out to my warriors over there. Was my reaction to the Excuse Me, I Love You documentary on Netflix, Ari's documentary. And as y'all know who've seen it, most of the documentary is the concert. So I had a full bottle of wine. I drank all of the wine. I drank all of the wine. And I was just singing. I was singing along. I was getting my life. It was my girl. Like, I was having a great time. And she was like, you were drunk off your ass, but you sounded great. So I was just like, she can sing. Let's get her to go do this. It's like, come on, you can do this. I was like, oh, wow. So technically, yeah, that's how I got cast. That video got me cast. Indeed. Oh my God. And she was so kind and loving. And I'm gonna be honest with you, they found me obviously because of the Positions reaction video. I love that video. I had so much fun filming that. I didn't think she was paying attention to me. She followed me on Twitter and everything, but I didn't think she was paying attention to me outside of like me talking about her baby. I remember one day I said something about, do you guys also have a fear of failure and success? And she wrote me the most beautiful message and it resonated. And I was just like, oh my God, like this woman, this woman cares about me a little bit. I felt it immediately. I was like, oh wow. So she was like, oh, we love your videos. Like you're so entertaining and not in an annoying viral kind of way. I remember that. I was like, oh, it's so nice. It was so amazing. And she don't know me from Adam, but we like sat on the phone and talked, and I told her I obviously wanted to do it. And originally it was gonna be Rocky Horror Picture Show, but we couldn't get the rights for it. And then it turned into Horror Camp, the original, yes, musical massacre. I said, I'm all in, yes, let's do it, blah, blah. So that's how it got started. And this is what I mean by like, this could have been a perfect self-sabotage moment for me. Cause once I got there, I had to let everybody know. I know they was tired of me. I was like, listen, I haven't been on stage since 2017. Like I haven't performed on a stage since 2017. I haven't been in a musical since 2014. When I tell you I need to knock the dust off, I was like, I feel so rusty. I was so anxious, and this could have been a perfect opportunity for me to shut myself down, and I didn't. And I was just so proud of myself, even though I was terrified, excited, but terrified. I was just like, this ain't no little rinky dink type situation. You know what I'm saying? This was my first real gig. This was my first real gig, and it felt like that. You know what I'm saying? It felt important, which is why I was like, oh, I need to do this regardless. I need to do this. Okay, so for the next question, somebody said, how was rehearsing and how did you process that all of this was happening? I think I tried to process it a little bit on the plane there. She told me about it months before. Like I had at least like 3 months notice. So I knew it was coming. Like I knew it was happening. And I'm not gonna lie, before that, I was in a very, very deep rut. Like I hadn't posted on my channel for like, I feel like a month and a half. Mentally, I really wasn't doing the best, but this gave me a boost. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I have something to look forward to. I have something to work towards. I have a moment that I know is coming where I can really like have fun, try to have fun and share myself, you know, and do what I love to do. Paquito. Like, I processed it a little bit. I know myself, and I was like, I'm gonna do my absolute best to be present. Maybe 75%. I can't get that last 25% because if I do, I was just gonna be overly emotional. This is actually insane. And then, oh my God. And then once the cast list dropped, I gotta go. No. Once the cast list dropped and I saw the people I was gonna be working with, I was like, nah, this is for real. This is a real situation I'm about to walk into. I knew everyone. And the other thing is, everybody, this was very much a family project. I feel like everybody knew each other. Everybody had worked with each other already had known each other for years. Cast and crew alike, I feel like, down to our photographer. Hey, Joshua. I felt like the new kid on the block. I was like, I'm the only fresh face. Everybody else knows each other. So that was like the tiniest bit intimidating for me. I just kept telling myself, man, I'm here for a reason. God put me here for a reason. Gave me this opportunity for a reason. I just have to do it. I just have to do it and kind of let everything else fall to the wayside. Listen, and Zion will tell you, we love Trajection VP, child. When I saw Ashley's name, when I saw her face, I was like, I'm gonna be real. This is me being real. The tiniest bit starstruck. Just the tiniest bit. And Frankie too. I was like, this is insane. I feel like I'm gonna be saying that this whole video. I was completely taken aback. I was completely taken aback. So getting into the details of the show, we did this show in 6 days. We rehearsed this show for 6 days and then we put it up for the world to see. And I was like, I'm coming from college productions where we have months. Months upon months to prepare for a show. You mean to tell me I gotta learn 12 songs and I only knew 2 of them. I didn't know any of the other songs. I was in every number except for one, singing my backgrounds and the harmonies and stuff. So I have to learn 12 songs. I gotta learn dancing. I gotta learn blocking. I have to learn a little bit of lines that I had for my role in 6 days. It is the way. Hey, hold on, I got my book with me. Hey! First of all, my ass, because you know me, I came prepared. I came with my binder. I was like, all y'all gotta do is give me the sheets. And then they gave us the stuff. I was like, this is gonna be a feat. But what made me feel good was everybody, cast and crew too, were all like, okay, so we're all like, we're gonna do this, but how the hell are we gonna do this? It was amazing. So I didn't feel alone. Like from that standpoint, we were all like still figuring things out. Even like as the show was going on, we were still figuring things out and trying to remember things. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. Everybody was so kind. The first day I came, we were practicing at, I believe it's Sir Studios in Los Angeles. I'm not 200% sure. I don't know if it's a studio, but it was called Sir. And you come in, you got your COVID test. Shout out to Dory. Hey, Dory. She recognized me. I had my mask on. She was like, Maya, oh my gosh, I'm Joan's friend. Like, we love your videos. I was like, thank you. I was like, thank you so much. I was so nervous, man. So immediately I was kind of like put at ease a little bit. Like it seemed like everybody in their camp knew of me already, which is insane. I was like, these people have been talking about me. I can't. And it was so humbling. It's just so sweet and everybody was so nice. So I immediately felt a calm as far as like the people. Oh my God. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody who was involved. I was paying attention. I didn't feel not a fake bone in sight at all. Everybody was so genuine, so kind, excited to be there. And it made me feel a lot better. So I was grateful for that. So grateful for that. So for rehearsals, we practiced 3 days at Sir, and that was another separate studio. And then the last 3 days of rehearsal, we did it at the Bourbon Room, which is where we were putting up the show. It's so funny. Me and Ashley were like, we did our singing practice and stuff, and then we got to go over and watch the dancers and see how they were putting everything together. And then it clicked for us both at the same time. It's like, oh shit, we have to dance. In addition to doing our songs, like we gotta learn this blocking, we gotta learn this dance. And I was like, oh my God. A pressure cooker situation, but I was like, I'm keeping up. I was just surprising myself. I was like, I'm keeping up. This is insane. It's insane, child. I'm screaming. Okay, so the next question, the obvious question, how was it meeting the Grande family? Okay, I'd been talking to Joan the entire time, like communicating when I landed, when I got to my hotel, all that stuff. I had talked to Ari a little bit, like after positions dropped and like she saw my reaction and stuff, but not too much. And I hadn't talked to Frankie at all. No, I did. I met Joan on the first day. Like we were in rehearsal and I just came out. She's so cute and tiny. In her all black, always in her all black, a woman of my heart. But she came out and she was like, Maya, and we hugged and it was so nice. And she was like, how's everything? How you feeling? You have everything you need? Like, you know, just making sure I was good. I was like, yeah, baby. I was very excited to meet Frankie. I was very excited to meet Frankie for a couple of reasons. I wanted to see if his personality online was the same as in person. And when I tell you, he literally, I'm not lying, he twirled into the room. The door opened and when he just came to the room, he was just spinning like, and that was his energy the entire time. I was like, I love him. I love him. I love him. Frankie is a star, baby. Like Frankie is a star, obviously, because I work online, I live online. I've seen all of the discourse around Frankie and my personal perspective, you can't be insecure and be around Frankie. You can't. I'm just being real. Frankie's energy is very much like, I'm a star, but so are you. Let's be stars together. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't feel like that about yourself, it could be very easy. You could very easily look at Frankie and be like, oh my God, like he thinks he's so much, and he is. Like, but so are you. You know what I'm saying? I loved working with him. He was so fun the entire time. He helped me put my mic on every night until I figured out how to do it myself. Oh my God. And Ashley helped me put on my mic pack. I miss y'all, man, it felt like family. I was like, oh, I feel so safe with these people. It's insane. Okay, this is really funny. Okay, so the way that the rehearsal room was set up, there was like a stage and then like a seating area, and then the door was like over there. But the way they had us sitting, we were facing the wall, and our musical director, Jonathan, like his piano was right there. So we couldn't see who was coming in the door. We're all singing and stuff, and then Toulouse just walks up on the stage. He just walks up on the stage. He's walking around, he's sniffing and things. And in my mind, like once I looked at him and like it registered, I was like, oh, that's Toulouse, which means that Ariana is sitting behind me. Okay, cool. So I have to keep singing. I just have to keep singing. We were in the middle of rehearsing. I was like, I can't. And then once we had a break, like she came up on the stage and she hugged me and she's like, oh my God, I'm so happy to meet you. I'm so glad we could finally meet, like blah, blah. So nice, so sweet. Just Ariana, like what you gonna expect? Like really. And then we had our lunch break. So like we were all sitting around talking, like getting to know each other and things. We talked about The Voice a little bit. Ari loves spilling tea, child. I was just like, am I supposed to know this? She was like, no. I was like, okay, cool. Just keep it to myself then. But it was just so fun, man. They were so chill, like just real chill, down to earth people. Like we talked, had a great time. Okay, so before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show, I just need to shout out the cast and crew real quick. So the cast was Ashley, Sterling, Lana, Matheny, Constantine, Frankie, Marissa, Emma, and me. And for the crew, we had Chad, Nathan, he also co-wrote the script, Jonathan, our music director, Eamon, our choreographer, Darcy, our stage manager, and just head honcho, love Darcy, Josh, our photographer, Doug Middlebrook, who's also a founder of Diamond Dog Entertainment, and Joan, Chad, and Frankie are also part of Diamond Dog as well. And then we had our incredible dancers. We had Katie, Spencer, James, Penny, my baby Raymond, Emily, and Jackie. Man, they went dumb every night, and I was just so mad. I had to be backstage for like some of my oh my God, the best dance numbers. My ass was in the back, and I had to replay the rehearsal in my memory. I was like, I know they eating that one little move. For the opening number. I was so obsessed with our dancers, man. It was so sick. Somebody said, how did you adjust / get comfortable? Okay, I have to talk about this as well. While I was out there, one of my college friends passed away, and I met him through theater. I was already in a space of, I can't believe I'm here right now. Like, low-key, what am I doing here? And I just thought about Jeremy, and I was like, oh, if he was here, he would have murked this shit. He would have bodied it. It would have been insane. And I started feeling myself having emotions of guilt, and it was a lot for me to process, along with everything else that was going on. I was just really, really sad. Shout out to Lana. Lana sent me the most beautiful message, man. Carried me through that show, and she was just like, you're doing an excellent job on top of grieving, like thank you for being here and all the other stuff. I was just like, I'm thank you so much. I was having a rough time being present once we got to the actual venue. I was like, oh my gosh, the stage was so cute. We got the layout. Once we started putting the pieces together, I felt myself getting a little bit overwhelmed. I think it was the first day we practiced our duet, me and Constantine. We sang You're the One That I Want from Greece. The first day we practiced that on the stage, my mind was, I wasn't present at all, and it showed in my performance. And I walked up to Chad, our director. I was like, please tell me I sucked. I was like, please tell me what I need to fix. And he was just like, just get out of your head. Like, you're here, you're supposed to be here. You've got it, just do it, you know, like, and he really, really grounded me, kept me grounded, brought me back, and was like, you're here, you are here. You can perform, you can do this. And it was extremely helpful for me. So I got comfortable after that. Man, I feel like anybody placed in this situation will be the tiniest bit. You gonna be nervous. It's good nerves though, but I was nervous. But I did my absolute best. I can say that. I did my absolute best for where I was. Child, we'll get into it a little bit later. Chad and the whole cast like really helped me be comfortable. They were like, you're killing it, like blah blah, ooh bitch, you hit that note, like really, like, you know, like keeping me uplifted, giving me a sense of belonging. And that was huge for me too, because I was just like, I didn't know if I'd ever be in these type of spaces for real. I know what I've always wanted to do, and the world got to my confidence a little bit, man. So like this was a moment for me to take some of that back and really tap in and remind myself, no, you belong on stage. I forgot. Woo! I forgot. I legitimately forgot. forgot how much I enjoyed being on stage, and I just didn't want, I didn't want to have any regrets leaving. I didn't want to say that I didn't like do my best and like go full out as much as I could. Ooh, that was a close one. That was a close one. I reined it in. That was close. Okay, so every day at rehearsal, we'd like come early in the morning. It would be like, some days it would be like 8 or 7. Some day, a couple of days it was 9. But we'd be there from like 8 to 5, 8 to 4, like every day. And we'd work on vocals in the beginning part. And then later in the day, we'd work on like stage, blocking, and different stuff like that, just putting the show together. Shout out to Diamond Dog as well, because this was something I didn't know. I learned from the other working actors who've been in the business for years, but they took incredible care of us, man. Every day was lunch at a new cute spot. And I was like, I'm not from LA. So I was like, well, I'm gonna try everything. I had tacos, I had sweet green, you know? You know? And they had vocal like lozenges, like lollipops that I'm now addicted to, that I ordered online. Thanks for that, guys. For voice and soothing, honey packets, whatever you needed, tea, hot tea, always, for our voices. And I was just like, this is just so professional. I was just like, I feel like an artist. There you go. Let me go get my, not this, but let me go get my tea. Let me just, you know, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. So yeah, shout out to y'all for the accoutrements. It was incredible. Oh, somebody asked who designed the costumes. Chad, man. Chad, the director. He also co-wrote the script. He designed the costumes as well. I was obsessed. I was just obsessed. I miss my little 80s jacket, the little Technicolor jacket. I'll insert a picture. I'll put that on my Instagram as well. But I got to wear that in the second act, my little 80s jacket and some leggings and my little combat boots. What I really lived for were my bell-bottom jeans. Insert another picture. Me on stage in them jeans, child. You couldn't tell me nothing. Couldn't tell me anything at all. They had a stoning design going down the side that was really, really, really cute that Chad did himself. And yeah, snapped on everybody's costumes. All right, so let's get into the actual show itself. Somebody said, what did you specifically have to do in the show, or what was my role? I was cast as the role of the stoner, because you know, art imitates life. I was like, look at the Lord. Yeah, so I played the stoner. I had a very cute satchel as well. Oh my God, I miss my satchel. My bag that was multicolored, and I had a multitude of snacks in it, as well as a towel to wipe my sweat because I'm extra. And that was part of one of the scenes. I was like fanning Ashley and like wiping her sweat because she was about to fight and things. That was my role in the show. I was also the only character who was breaking the fourth wall, obviously, because I was high. Oh my gosh, no, somebody else asked, what was your favorite scene? I have like 3, one of which I was not on the stage for, but the other 2 I was. The first one was when we did Every Step You Take, and Matheny played Jason with the mask, Constantine played Freddy Krueger, and they sang that song together. And we, all the other campers, were sitting around the stage and like singing our backgrounds and stuff. But Matheny was standing on the side just singing and watching us because, you know, we were gonna die and things. I was high, like smoking my little joint. The way, just voices. So I got to do a little bit of reacting live on the stage as well. Which was fun because Matheny and Constantine was hitting them notes, and I was just like, hello? Like, are y'all seeing this? My second favorite scene was when we did Enough is Enough, because I had already died. So I got to come back on stage and dance with like a little axe on my head. And I got to do a little choreo. We got to go on the line. I got to bend over real quick. You know, it was really cute. It was so much fun. Actually, I feel like I should explain the show first. I feel like I should explain the plot of the show a little bit. We are a cast of campers, okay? Typical movie archetypes. So we had the beauty queen, the jock, the stoner, the nerd, you know? And one by one, we get picked off by Jason and Freddy. We get to sing a little bit, well, before we die. And Emma Hunton as well. Shout out to her. Watch Good Trouble, okay? They played the role of camp counselors, but they did video recordings. So they were like, our video intro, welcome to camp, hack it a bit. So they had like a couple of video interludes throughout the show. And my favorite one, because Freddy and Jason are supposed to kill us before the night is up. They're supposed to kill the virgin or whatever. And if the virgin doesn't die, then some evil, wicked monster is gonna come and kill everybody, basically. And so the virgin doesn't die in the first act, so they come back on the screen and Emma's like, Jason, Freddy, what the fuck? And every night I was sitting backstage waiting because I would just mouth it with her. I was like, this is so funny. The show was hilarious, bro. Like, so I never got to be on stage with Matheny, which made me sad. I never got to perform on stage with Marissa and Emma, but they were also obviously parts of the show that I loved and just had so much fun watching and listening to backstage. Ashley, stop. Can you sing 9 to 5 right now without looking up the lyrics? That was one of the songs. Okay, so Frankie was the role of the nerd. So he had a prop of a notebook with him the entire time, but he was trying to write down, like, backstage, like, write down the ending lyrics for all of us to sing because they changed so much and none of us knew them by heart. 9 to 5, so not to make a living, getting by, something and no giving, use your mind. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, oh, I got you where you want you. Matheny! Just every time I gotta do all the ad-libs. That's all I remember, girl. That is all I remember. But there was like a couple songs, Every Breath You Take too, because at the end it was like, every breath you take, every move you make, something break. Like nobody knew. So we were all looking at Frankie's notebook on stage like, and it was good. It was good. We did it. We did that thing. Oh my God. And 9 to 5 was the song before we all actually went out on stage. And I had the first line in the show. I'm reminiscing. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. And every night was a party. I forgot to mention that. Like Horror Camp was a part of the event, a part of Mama G's Halloween happenings, okay, 2021. But there was a party afterwards, like special guests, like they streamed Rocky Horror Picture Show and everything. And when I tell you, Joan Grande partied down every night. I would stay after the show for maybe like a couple of hours, but she would be on the dance floor the whole time just getting it. Just getting down the whole night, child. Everybody was like, she was there until the end every single night. And you know, that's LA time, so it's like midnight. I'm like, it's 3 a.m. at home. How are you awake and standing right now? Like, it was insane. Okay, so the first night doing the show, I was obviously very, very nervous, but we had, the dressing room was, oh my God. The dressing room was in a dungeon. It was in a dungeon under, under the venue. You had to take like 5 different sets of stairs to get all the way down there. And I was like, listen, I love y'all a lot. I promise I do. I love you, but I'm gonna get ready backstage because if I have to walk this every night, I'm gonna pass out. I'm be winded before we even get on stage. So after the first night, I was like, I love y'all. I'm gonna be upstairs though. So bad, but y'all know I'm a perpetual sweater and I wanted my face to be beat, my makeup to be straight by the time we hit the stage, and that just was not gonna happen. It just wasn't gonna happen if I got ready downstairs with everybody else. So I went down, got ready, got my costumes and things. Shout out to the makeup artists and the hair artists too. Y'all were so cute. They did everybody so good. Yeah, so we were backstage getting ready. The opening number was Enter Sandman by Metallica. So we would just be going dumb in the back. So fun, so much fun. I knew Ariana was gonna come to one of the shows. I did not know she was coming to 2 shows. So the first night I was prepared to see her. I was like, hey girl. The second night I was not, and that was the time she brought a whole team from The Voice at that time. Oh my God, I got to meet Raquel, I got to meet Bella, I got to meet Holly, got to meet Riley, got to meet Jim and Sasha. It was just, everybody was so nice, so sweet. Somebody had to tell me afterwards because I didn't see. At the end of the show, I had like a little vamping part because the last song was Prayer by Madonna. I went up to the end of the runway. I did some riffs and things, and somebody said Ariana was dressed like a fairy for the little Halloween costume party. So she had a mask on and like a little wand. Somebody said that she came to the end of the runway and she was like bowing at me with her wand, like going like this. And I was like, I'm glad I didn't see that. I'm glad I didn't see that. It was the way I would have broke character and walked in and be like, girl, get up. Get up. What are you doing? So much fun. That was the other thing. I didn't know who was gonna be there every night. My mom and my sister came with me to Los Angeles. They saw every single show. They had them sitting right in the front every single night so I could see them. I felt good energy, felt home energy, which was really nice. I blamed Zion, because Zion would text me while I was backstage and be like, oh my God, Maya, Darren Chris is here. I was just like, why would you tell me that? Why would Why would you tell me that? She's like, oh my God, Maya, Glozell is here. That was it. That was it. I was like, okay, Glozell. I was tremendously bullied in high school. I told her all of this. I was tremendously bullied in high school, man. I would sit alone at a lunch table and just watch Glozell videos and eat my lunch. Like, she kept me sane in high school, and I told her all of that, gave her the hugest hug, and was just like, I'm so grateful for your existence. Thank you so much. And got to meet her and hug her and things. I also got to meet a couple of my supporters, Darian and Zoe. They came out, gave me love, gave me hugs and things. I can't describe the feeling. I genuinely can't. Like, after that first night, and I came out after the show was over, and people were like freaking out, and I was like, oh my God, you were so good, and like gave me hugs and wanted to take pictures and stuff, and I was just like, I was just like, this is so crazy. And Joan was like, Maya, you were acting your ass off. It's like, you did such a good job. It's like, thank you so much. I couldn't relax. My body was like vibrating. She was like, and like after every night, Joan was like, I hope you're proud of yourself. Like, I hope you're proud of yourself. You're killing it. I was like, thank you so much. I am my worst critic. So I was like, I could have did better. Just me in my head, I'm like, I could have did this better. I could have done, put me back on the stage. This is me now, 2022, Maya saying, put me back on the stage since I've been home. That whole experience just ignited me in a way that I can't describe. I came home, I felt completely validated, completely seen, just encouraged in every way imaginable. What I want to do, what I want to accomplish is possible for me. And it really put me in a space where I was like, nah, this is what I'm gonna do. You know, like this is what my life is gonna look like. I'm not telling myself no anymore. I'm gonna give myself grace for how I've treated myself in the past. But going forward, I can't ignore me. Like I can't ignore the talent that God gave me. I have to use it, otherwise he will take it away. Even now, I'm like, it took me so long to make this video because I'm like, what do you say? Like I was genuinely, I've never been happier. I don't know if everybody around me could feel it because of how anxious I was, but I'd never been happier. Oh my God, yeah. So many people came to the show, man. It was insane. I got to meet Zach Sang. He is so cool. I got to meet the twins, Scott and Brian, Ari's dancers. Got to meet like the whole crew, basically. Like they whole team is solid people, man. Really great people. And I was just so grateful that this is my first experience in the industry. This is the first experience I get to have. It needs to feel like this every single time. I was like, I genuinely don't care how long it takes me. I need to feel this comfortable, this safe, this seen everywhere I go. And if I don't, then I'm not doing it. Life is too short, man. Life is too short. I'm not gonna sit in a room with people that I can feel hate me or don't want me there or don't think I should be there. I'm not dealing with no negative energy because I know what it's supposed to feel like. You know what I'm saying? I know what an excellent work environment is supposed to feel like. Regardless if I work with them again, I would love to, you know, but I'm gonna carry that with me for the rest of my career, for the rest of my life. I felt too good. I felt too good. And I was like, every work environment I'm in next, it needs to be like this. It needs to be like this. Oh my God. And even the guests, Deborah Cox. Nobody's supposed to be Deborah Cox. I got to watch her dress rehearsal, and I was trying to put my makeup on. I'm all over the place. I'm just telling stories now. Trying to put my makeup on, and she is just wailing. And I had to come from backstage with my brush and just be like, hey, can you not? What is going on? And I was just losing my mind. And she was like laughing at me. And she was like, I hope you had that same. I was like, I'm gonna have that same energy this evening. You'll see me, I'm in the front. I'm gonna be in the front, child. And I was, after horror camp was over, Deborah performed. I love Joan so much. Joan pulled me to the front, so I was like right at the tip of the stage, like right on the side of the stage. And Deborah grabbed my hand and was like, girl, you can sing. And my soul left my body. My soul left my body. I was like, not Deborah Cox telling me I can sing. Deborah Cox? I just had the time of my life, man. I had the time of my life. Shout out to Shangela as well. Just icons. Eureka as well. Just excellent performers, man. Excellent performers. I'm glad I got to see them live as well. You know, I love the queens. Love drag queens. Yes, I was like, safe space? Mm-hmm. They were all there, child. Okay, somebody said, which part had you the most nervous and which part were you the most proud of? I think my duet made me the most nervous just because I was like, I need to remember my blocking and the little dance moves that go with the words, in addition to like singing full out. My character was also tripping on mushrooms, so I was trying to keep all of that together. Keep all of that together and be like, you don't want to know, and like running around the stage from, were they Freddy lookalikes? I can't remember. There were other murderers on stage. Okay, so it was the dancers. The dancers also had knives and they were dancing with their knives and things. So I was like trying to avoid them. Obviously I get got at the end. I die at the end of my number, but I was like, this is my moment. You know, I'm in every number, like in the backgrounds, backstage or whatever. And then whatever other scenes like I had when I was on stage, but that was my song. That was my little moment. That's the one I was probably the most nervous about. What I'm most proud of, I will be honest, I'm proud of the way that I opened up as the shows went on, because we did 4 shows. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And everybody was like, Thursday is a dress rehearsal with friends, you know, like saying this is the first show and we did this in 6 days. So obviously everything isn't gonna be perfect. We're gonna have tech issues. We're gonna like, you know, need to work some things out. But I was obviously still nervous. So I think the first and the second show, I did fine. Like I did good. But the last two shows, I was there completely and I felt it. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, girl, you comfortable now. You're comfortable now. I felt myself opening up a little more. I was making different changes with my character. I think I licked. There was a moment where like I'm in front of Constantine and he had the knife to my neck and I was just like licking at it like a dog. I don't know what I was doing, but I was having a wonderful time in character, and I think that's what I was most proud of. I was like, okay, I feel like completely good now. I was so happy by the end of the show. Somebody said, what was it like performing in front of a crowd? Like I said, it's been a minute. Also, the way that the bourbon room was set up, like if you were in the front, like I could see your face, you know what I'm saying? Like I could see everybody's faces unless they were like in the back half of the space, because it was completely dark back there. And like I said, my mom and my sister were right up front. Like I saw them the entire time. It's just so great. So I was a little nervous about that too, but I was interacting with the crowd by the end. Like, you know, they were really receptive. I can't remember if it was the second or the third night. Some people who were at the show had probably already seen the show, because when I came out, they were screaming. I was like trying to remember, I have something to sing right now, like I have to keep singing, but they were like screaming. I was like, this is so like, thank you. Thank you so much. I just forgot what it felt like. I forgot what it felt like. I genuinely did. I forgot what it felt like. It felt healing in so many different ways. I felt whole. Oh. Yeah. I felt very whole and things. So yeah, man, that was horror camp. I got to work with seasoned professionals. I got to drink very nice tea. I got to wear cute costumes, and I got to get on stage and sing and have a good time. Get complimented by people that I've watched and admired for most of my life. I don't know how many times I can say validating. I genuinely don't. I don't know how many times I can say this reminded me of what I've always felt like my purpose is, man. I'm here. I'm an entertainer. I am here for your entertainment. And obviously I love YouTube. I wouldn't be here creating content if I didn't. Trust and believe. Because ain't no money in this. But it really put me back in the headspace of I'm a performer. This is what I'm here to do. When I got home, I definitely had a period. Had to tell that girl Brenda, I call her Brenda, the voice in the back of my head who tries to tell me that I'm not worthy of things, that I'm not supposed to be doing certain things. She's been in a cage. She has been locked the hell up. Until further notice, obviously, because I'm not giving life to that anymore. I cannot give life to it anymore. And I did not want to get on camera and fake and pretend like, oh, this was such an amazing experience and now I'm flourishing in things. I feel like I'm flourishing now. After I completely processed that experience and understood that I belonged there and I'm supposed to be doing this, and anything else is a lie. Anything else is a lie. And that I need to be preparing for my life doing this. So like I said, I'm back in singing lessons. I'm perfecting my craft. I'm dancing again. I knew it. I knew it was gonna come. I knew it was gonna come. I'm just so grateful for the experience. So grateful for everybody that I met who was involved with the show. Thank you for every kindness y'all showed me. Like I can't tell you. I can't tell you what it meant to me in the moment and what it means to me now. Going forward. Shout out to Diamond Dog again. Shout out to everybody who was involved with the show. Thank you. Thank Thank you so much. And thank you to Joan. Oh, damn. This woman who just didn't know me at all, and just saw me and acknowledged me in a way that I didn't acknowledge myself anymore at that point as an artist, as a performer. And it also don't help that she Ariana Grande's mama. My girl. I'm like, this woman is telling me that I'm capable. This woman is plucking me without a formal audition to be in this show, to be a part of something so wonderful and so special. Just, it rocked me, man. It rocked me in such a serious way. And again, I'm eternally grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let me stop talking. Before it gets ugly up in here. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. Y'all, see, I'm gonna keep crying. Y'all are one of the reasons why I got this opportunity. Those of y'all who have been supporting me and watching me and uplifting me, sharing my videos with artists that I react to, sharing my love for music. I wouldn't be here without y'all. And I'm again, so grateful. Can't say it enough. So grateful for my babies, for my warriors. Y'all hold me down, man. And when this opportunity came, y'all showed out for me. Y'all showed out, and it was just such an amazing feeling. It felt like, yes, when I win, we all win. You know, the family wins. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys so much, and thank all of you guys for watching. Whether you're subscribed to me or not, you should subscribe though. I have a good time over here. But if you liked this video, if you liked my story time, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Come join us, man. Come be a warrior. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. I did it! 6 months later, child, and I still cried. Ugh, annoying. So blessed, man.